those two guys to me have swung the defense as much as any players.
Coller, I want to look at the defense again today. Ivan Pace and Josh Metellus have been some of the key names on this Vikings defense that has really turned it around this season for very different reasons, but they've also just have been really, really good for this team. So what have they done to stand out this season in this rejuvenated Vikings defense?
Yeah, I think that with both of those players, they have something in common, and it's intelligence and it's violence. That both of them have incredible football IQs. And think about an undrafted free agent player coming in who is down on the depth chart and winning a job. And then when Jordan Hicks goes down, he's forced to take on all the play calling duties, and they don't miss a beat as a defense. You see Ivan Pace Jr. lined up on the edge. You see him lined up on the left side, the right side. He's dropping deep. He's playing underneath. He's blitzing and sacking quarterbacks. I mean, they have asked him to do just about everything and to be able to communicate with the entire rest of the defense. I mean, this is not an easy thing to do. It just shows you how much information he's able to process and handle. And then when he gets his chance, he is a Wolverine. I mean, he just goes after people. And you saw it on multiple occasions as he was winning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Not only just sacking the quarterback, but just the way that he tackles, the way that he pursues screens. There's a reason why screen passes have not been all that successful. And I would say most of the same things for Josh Metellus, that he's been extremely successful rushing the passer, tracking down wide receivers and making sure there's not yards after catch, lining up in lots of different places. There was a graphic I know that they showed on the broadcast, all the different places that he's lined up. And we've talked about it as well throughout the year, Jonathan, of just Metellus, when you can't just throw anybody into this role and say, hey, go line up in every different position of the field and be able to handle that. It really says something about him. And it also says something about development as well, that yeah, the first round picks are good and sometimes they turn into Harrison Smith, but also, Josh Metellus was a guy who really had to fight for his opportunity, learned a lot on special teams, understood football at an extremely high level, and seems to have clicked very well with Brian Flores. And there's a lot of discussion throughout the NFL about hybrid type players, guys that are the safety, linebacker, cornerback types. The reason there's not a lot of them is because it's really hard to do. And having one of them is like a cheat code. And the Vikings have, in my mind, more than one of them, but especially Josh Metellus. So those two guys to me have swung the defense as much as any players, because when we came into this year, we didn't know if they'd even be on the field. And instead, they have both turned into stars. It's really been something to watch.
That's been another Purple Insider Extra for Bring Me the Sports. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the Purple Insider Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Talk to you next time.